Hi everyone, I'm with my good friend Jasprit today, and we are just by the Sunset Peak, just having a few minute rest at a picnic spot. As always, having a discussion regarding mental health. So Jasprit, if you don't mind me getting straight into it, um, what does mental health mean to you?
So the mental health to me means how a person stays on top of everything uh, in terms of when he is at work, how he's coping up with the pressure when he is at his home, then what is his behavior towards his family, whether that person uh, is getting all the work pressure into his family or whether vice versa, like if so that to me is a person's ability to know more about his body, what is it that is going on uh, with the changes in the life, and how he is able to be on top of everything, how he is able to uh, take care of his uh, body, how he is able to take care of the situation that he has been put into. Uh, Sometimes mental health could require treatment from the doctor, because there could be situations where the person just loses it. So I I think it's better to watch out for those signs. Keep doing something which would de-stress your body and take care of your mental health, so that, because I think in the end how strong a person is mentally will define his personality. So it's all about taking care of your own body, and that to me is all about mental health.
I mean, I agree. I mean, mental health is all about if you can be aware of what something wrong with you, and then to be able to get help or whatever it is that you need, and having some sort of balance. You mentioned about work, having a balance between work and your personal life. If you, um, so can you share with us like a time where you had to prioritize your mental health?
Uh, there was a time when the COVID had started. So especially like the biggest disappointment that time was when a person starts getting worried from another person. That I would say is the biggest, because man is a social creature. We need to uh, socialize. We need to see each other, our friends, our family. So there was like in 2020 when the COVID creeped in. There was a time when you can't go out of the house. You can hardly go to work to see your colleagues over there. So I think how I coped up that time was we as a group of 4 or 5 families, uh, we started visiting some of the places within Hong Kong which we had never seen before. How it helped us was, firstly, my own family, we were always together, we bonded well. Then my kids started gelling around with the other family kids, so they got to know each other more. We saw good places. There were hardly any crowds because nobody was allowed. Like most of the people restricted themselves to stay at home. So that helped us out to first of all uh, like be away from all the noise that is going on with with people getting scared from other people that I would get the virus, I would be infected. So just stay out of everyone, be in the nature with your family, because in the end, like even if that I am on the brink of dying, what would come to my mind first thing is our family. So I think to be with your family, to gel around well, to be with your friends, I think that is one way I came out of the situation, which was probably mentally disturbing uh, everyone. I think even you would have got affected during that time. So that's what I would say.
Um, yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of talk about obviously till COVID came, brought restrictions. I think COVID, there is always the advantage and disadvantages. Advantages that clearly you can see, you took advantage of the situation, you spent lots of time with your family, you created a bond, and you weren't alone in the situation. There was other families around in your area who decided to do something about it and, go to places. So, sometimes we can be, sometimes we don't realize that, we haven't even been to the place we actually currently live in.
Yeah.
So you did that. So I think, and that meant you prioritizing, work-life balance, prioritizing your family, your own mental health. So so that was previously. So how you are keeping things going forward? What are some of the things you're doing to stay on top of mental health?
Uh, I think right now at this juncture, what I do is I normally try to uh, get up little early in the day because my daughter goes to school early in the morning, so I try to spend some time, half an hour, 45 minutes, whatever I get, to take care of her. And because kids bring that joy in your life, which I think no one can do. And the kind of questions they would ask you and keep on, because they have the curiosity to know each and everything. So they will keep on asking you hundreds of questions. So I think that is something which de-stresses me. And when I'm at work, so what I normally do is during the lunch break, I would go out. So below my office, we have a nice promenade where on one side I can see the lush green mountains on the Hong Kong island, and on the other side I have the beautiful sea. So I would just watch that, see, see some yachts coming in, going out, some fishes around. There's some benches around. I would just close my eyes for some time, shut myself off, and then after 10-15 minutes, pick myself up and again go back. I think that is something which is helping me out in the current situation on a day-to-day basis. Because at the end, everyone has to work. Everyone will have that added pressure. But at the same time, you have to be mentally stable. Only then you would be able to cope up with that pressure. There is pressure in the family. There's pressure in at work. But how strong you are in your head will define your personality and the way ahead in life.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what you just said is such a simple thing. Just, and you don't need to do something extravaganza to go and look after your mental health. You seem to do it in your day to day role, which is I simply just go down after away from my desk, and sit there and shut my eyes or whatever you do there. It just disconnects for like 10-15 minutes. It's those little things can have a huge difference. So thank you for sharing that with me. Another thing you mentioned about your daughter, I mean, kids, you're right. I was smiling when you mentioned that because the same kids get up in the morning and they allow you, they actually help you to switch off from your problems sometimes. So again, I think we're fortunate enough that we are, we have those people around us to, without realizing, they're supporting us. So Jasprit, I really appreciate you spending this time with me. So guys, this is the end of another episode, and I'll see you next time. Take care.